Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a bonus tarot reading, which is intended to be timeless. So thank you so much for joining me, and I do want to take this moment, of course, to remind you as always to like this video, do leave me a comment about your situation, share the video if you could, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But when meditating on your energy overall, the message that came through was redirecting your powerful energy, redirecting your powerful energy. And we're going to switch it up today and angle down for the main part of the reading. So let's get started. Alrighty, let's do some shuffling so we can pull a few cards from the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Bear with me, that was a messy shuffle. We'll do one more that way. Do bear with me, it's going to take me a hot second to readjust to this way of filming. For our lovely Leos, thank you, Spirit. What do we have for our Lions, for our Leos? Okay, we got one in reverse. What else do we have for Leo? Okay. Let's see how these look on camera. Alrighty. Bear with me. For our lovely Leos. We want that one upright. A few more. Thank you, Spirit. Or a couple more, rather, for Leo. And they were telling me as I said that a few more was correct. So we need one more. Thank you, Spirit. And this would be the one. All right. Bear with me. I mean, the way those cards just flow out, you could feel a little bit all over the place, or it could feel like the energy surrounding you at this time are a bit chaotic or just too much to deal with. I mean, the overall message being redirecting your powerful energy, needing to do so because things are just too much, or maybe you are super empathic, so there's a need to redirect your energy for that reason. But which I can relate to because I'm a Leo. But let's move these down real quick. Thank you for your patience. So, like I said, we're beginning with the Hierophant, or I didn't say it, we're beginning with the Hierophant in reverse. I'm hearing your intuition is on point, is super strong, but at times you feel a little distant from your spiritual connection. For those of you who have felt connected to spirit in the recent past or in general. For some of you, it feels like you've had to take a step back in order to take a few steps forward in your spiritual development or your personal development in general. Or it could potentially be this card coming through for a select few Leos out there that were drawn to this reading. You needing to, in that sense, take a step or a few steps back when it comes to a project or your purpose, if you will, in order to kind of gain a new perspective or be redirected by spirit in the universe on a new path, or to be propelled forward, needing a patch or a section, horribly put, a time of relaxation or time for things to slow down. And for us Leos, that can be super frustrating, right? Needing for things to kind of keep progressing, wanting things to move in a direction where we feel this sense of success, right? And so at times when Spirit in the universe pushes us to a spot or certain events occur that aren't amazing, where you have to take a step back or push to do so, and then, you know, it slows down a bit, remembering or being reminded by Spirit in the universe moving forward that it's all to kind of propel you forward at the end of the day. And at times it can be, once again, frustrating when things slow down. I'm now hearing, who are you? And it's this time, or it feels like maybe very recently, a lot of Leos are pushed to ask certain important questions to further your personal development, like, who are you? You know, or who are you becoming in this lifetime? And therefore, how are certain outside factors going to need to adjust or certain changes that need to be implemented because of these changes, because of how you're changing. Because remember, we're always evolving, right? So therefore, what's around us needs to evolve as well. Accepting changes at this time will help you grow, Leo, and at times it's hard for us to see certain changes take place because a certain level of comfort is comforting, obviously, but it's just us wanting to maintain certain connections, or not wanting to experience certain bigger changes because of maybe a level of fear. And for us lions, at times it can be hard for us to admit when we're a bit fearful or a bit scared of certain changes. A certain huge change recently for a lot of Leos has left you questioning what's to come, or why certain difficulties have come to be. And Spirit saying clarification will come soon enough. Have patience, my friend. And we're moving on to the Eight of Wands. Spirit's saying right off the bat, this is coming through as your mindset. You feeling like your mind is racing nonstop. You trying to come up with certain creative solutions, or thinking about the past, trying to conclude things, wrap things up, or have a better understanding while trying to better yourself in the present situation you're in, even if it's not ideal, while all in the midst of it, trying to figure out your next few steps, trying to figure out what your future entails. And Spirit saying that you're overwhelming yourself in the process. As a Leo, again, you want to accomplish it all sooner at times, while sort of maintaining this level of inner peace and happiness, but you at times expect so much from yourself, while others around you expect a huge amount from you as well. And it's a lot of pressure on your own shoulders, while your mind is at this time racing just too fast, So a true recommendation coming through of you implementing more self-care, meditation, and Spirit understands that when things are slowing down for you a bit, or progression isn't happening within your projects or your life in general at the speed you'd like it to, but your mind is racing, at such a rapid pace, it can be frustrating. Feeling like your mind is not matching the speed of your exterior reality, if you will, and external reality. And so at times needing to slow your mind down to match that pace until things physically pick up. And, then you can sort of not overthink, of course, and have your mind racing, but again, just trying to match what's happening around you at this time. And feeling like at times there are energies around you that are too fast-paced or too hectic, and that could affect your mental state to this extent, where you're overthinking or just feeling a little bit all over the place. And so going back to the overall message, feeling the need to redirect your energy, feeling the need to redirect it towards self-care or something more productive. Some of you feeling like you need to kind of go into hermit mode and figure out how to slow things down or better your situation in general. If you're truly empathic like I am, it's really difficult when you're absorbing all these energies around you, whether they're good or bad or healthy or not. And so to separate yourself can definitely be most advantageous at this time. As you can hear my mind, I'm speaking very quickly within your energy, within our energy, remembering that as lions, we're strong individuals, but we have our moments of weakness, and at times certain energies can bring out the weaker side of us. So to do what's right for us in the moment, knowing yourself best or who you're becoming, that just do what you have to do at the end of the day. We're moving on to the Queen of Cups. What was interesting is this specific card came out, if I could pick it up, came out in reverse at first, and I intuitively felt the word coming up already intuitively to keep it in reverse, but then Spirit was like, no, let's put it in the upright. As I start to lose my breath, and it might feel like your intuition is just so on point and so overwhelming at times that you almost want to ignore it, right? And at times you feel as if your intuition is more powerful than you are, or it knows more than you do. And Spirit's saying it's part of you. And at times you wanting to ignore it is not healthy. You know, accepting that it's a tool to be used, a gift to be used, moving forward. And now this card's coming through as a bit of an emotional message. Your emotions can get the best of you at times, Leo, and you don't want to admit it, right? Or show it, and that's okay. And Spirit's saying, then separate yourself. Do what you have to do once again to figure things out, as your mind's probably racing very quickly, and you're just trying to figure out how you feel about this and that, or how you feel about your past, present, and future. And there's another level, a message coming through now. You don't have to have it all figured out emotionally and whatnot in order to move forward. You feeling like you intuitively know there's a lot of amazing things ahead for you as a Leo, but just feeling like at times you don't have certain details or things figured out in order to take the next few steps. But Spirit is saying at times you need to trust in your team of guides, trust in your intuition and what you again intuitively know lies ahead, and just start moving towards it, right? Remembering to manifest all that you desire at the end of the day, and part of which is believing on one level it's going to happen, but as well just moving towards or starting to move towards what you desire, you know, taking those first few steps. People tend to forget that last part. And now, interestingly enough, looking at the imagery, Spirit said, cheers to me. And there's part of you that feels it's a smart choice to sort of celebrate you at this point and all that you've overcome, your personal development, and remembering that at times what you deal with isn't easy, right? And a lot of people that look within on social media or just at your life in general don't see all that you've had to overcome, or all that you personally have to deal with, you know, what entails to be you, basically. And so for you to celebrate that and you to acknowledge that as an individual, as I get a bit emotional, it's a huge step for you. And to remember to do that a little bit more moving forward. Princess of Pentacles. As all of which starts to take place moving forward, you know, wherever this takes place in your timeline, this could be your past, present, or your future. You continue to think about all of which, and Spirit pushes you, or the universe pushes you, to take a fresh perspective, to remember that new beginnings are good, you know. And again, so a lot of you have had a huge, overwhelming event that took place recently, or will take place, where it's leaving you in this kind of fresh mindset, feeling a little bit lighter and healthier, but also just a little bit emotionally overwhelmed and depleted at the same time, needing to sort of sort through your emotions and your thoughts and certain conclusions that come to be, and accepting that not everything's going to be perfect moving forward, but for whatever reason you again intuitively know that things are going to work out, right? As a Leo, you're meant for a lot, is what someone's saying, Spirit's saying. I feel that was one of your specific guides. And even though you intuitively know that's all ahead, and you keep getting reminders from Spirit and the universe, you tend to doubt yourself at times, and Spirit's saying that needs to stop as things start to feel a bit lighter, fresher, and you start to embrace all that's new. We're moving forward. They wanted that card to be brief, to the Knight of Pentacles. As you start to move forward, things might feel a bit slow, right? Once again, you're going to need to accept the pace of things as they progress. It might feel like you know that one certain new beginning or fresh start is so close that you can almost taste it, but feeling like the progression towards it is like so close but so far, right? Feeling the need for it to happen sooner, but Spirit saying everything happens in divine timing when it's meant to. You need to allow for things to unravel as they should. If it was to happen sooner, certain things wouldn't take place, or certain personal developments wouldn't happen, right? There's a multitude of reasons why everything happens when it's meant to. To breathe and accept the pace of things and to be one with the present moment will truly benefit you moving forward. And There's part of you, because it's aligned with the Hierophant in reverse and the Eight of Wands, and Spirit saying that to get back in touch with your spiritual side, with your spiritual connection, to get back in touch with the universe and to sort of slow your mind down all the meanwhile will benefit you, right? And to accept that, again, once again, when things slow down temporarily, it's to benefit us in the meantime, but also to propel us forward at the end of the day. At times it can, once again, be beneficial to take a step back in order to take several steps forward. As I hit my pocket. And we're moving forward to the last card, which is the Princess of Swords. I'm hearing messages come in. Inspirational messages, and Spirit saying, Leo, this is the universe's way of thanking you, your spirit guide's way of thanking you for all the inspiration you send out, the positive vibes, the strength you exude at times to help others, even if you don't realize you do. Your inspirational light, even in small, minuscule moments, helps other people or inspires them to do what's right for them. And so several messages are going to come in moving forward that'll help you to take a few steps forward, or will simply inspire you to keep moving forward, or to remind you of the power that you entail, you contain. And to remember, they're telling me to take a moment. And that's exactly what you need to do. When these messages come in, don't overthink them. Just take a moment and absorb the message or the messages. It's all for you. You deserve it. It's, once again, Spirit and the universe's way of thanking you for all that you do for other people, giving you're such a strong, concrete individual for those you care most about, or simply are an inspirational light, once again, to remember that doesn't go unnoticed when it comes to Spirit in the universe, or for a lot of you, those who you care most about. When these come in, it could truly pertain to your intuition or certain emotional issues you've been dealing with, or fresh starts you've been pondering upon or trying to move towards. And once again, allow for all of these messages, which don't feel negative in any way, shape, or form. They are meant to be positive and motivational for you. So embrace them wholeheartedly, and remember that as you try to move forward and embrace all that you're meant for in this lifetime, it's okay, once again, going back to the overall message, to redirect your energy when need be, to accept that not everybody and everything is meant for you or is going to be beneficial for you in the moment. And so it feels like you might get a reminder, one of these messages, to separate yourself if need be, to remember that you're a strong, important individual to those around you and to the universe in general. And so to do what's right for you at the end of the day is going to be most important. Okay, Leo? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like this video. Do leave me a comment about your individual situation. Share the video if you could, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Leo, I hope you have the most amazing day, week, and month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.